time for English on the go, which means we're going to take a look at a clip sent to us from a native speaker who could be anywhere in the world. Today we have our Canadian friend, Carolyn.
캐나다에 사는 캐롤린 씨 만나볼 텐데요. 캐롤린 씨가 최근에 이사를 하려고 어떤 집을 보러 갔다고 해요. 집을 물론 한 군데만 보지는 않았을 텐데요.
Right.
그때 어떤 일이 있어서 이 세컨드 오피니언을 구하게 됐다고 하네요.
All right, well, why don't we hear what she has to say? Carolyn 씨,
나와주세요.
So recently I've been house hunting and I went out for brunch with a friend a couple weeks ago and then I was actually scheduled to go see an apartment. So I invited her to come along with me and it was really, really useful to have her there with me because she was able to mention some things that I hadn't really noticed about the apartment. Like she noticed that it was like, kind of dark. And I didn't really even think about that because all the lights were on in the rooms. So I thought, oh, this place is like really bright. But she was thinking, if you turn the lights off, I don't think the place gets much natural light. So I think, when you're house hunting, it can be very useful to have a friend there with you to kind of just like bounce ideas off of and help you, make the right decision, especially when you're going to move in somewhere because you may, want to spend a few years in a place.
Okay, some very good advice. When you're house hunting, it's good to have a second opinion.
네, 보통 저도 이사를 많이 해봤는데 갔을 때 그 집을 보러 갔을 때 혼자 보러 가기보다는 누군가를 데려가거나 아니면 사진을 찍어서 누군가에게 보여주거나 이러면 도움이 항상 되더라고요. 딱 그 이야기인 것 같습니다. 자, 그럼 한 줄 한 줄 공부 바로 시작해보죠.
Okay, let's start with the first line.
So recently I've been house hunting and I went out for brunch with a friend a couple weeks ago.
So recently I've been house hunting and I went out for brunch with a friend a couple weeks ago.
최근에 recently 앞에 나오는 so는 큰 의미는 없고요. I've been house hunting.
House hunting, that means you are looking for a new house.
하우스 헌팅 말고 사실 헌팅은 사냥이잖아요. 그래서 사냥이라는 의미가 아니고 사냥처럼 막 돌아다니는 거죠. 어디에 내가 살면 좋을 집이 있는가. 그거 말고 무슨 헌팅이 가능할까요?
You can be car hunting.
Car hunting?
Hunting for anything.
Like job hunting. How about
Job hunting, yes,
Yeah.
that's a great one.
Yeah.
But just basically anything you can be looking for, you can be hunting for it.
사실 어떤 거든지 찾고 있다라고 할 때는 무슨 헌팅 하면 되겠지만 일반적으로 사려고 구입하거나 그 집 같은 경우에는 또 거기에 들어가려고 하는 것을 헌팅이라고 하는 것 같아요.
Anything that you want to buy, I should
Or,
say.
yeah.
That you want to buy or a new house you want to live in, then we would say you are house hunting or camera hunting, car hunting, that kind of thing.
일자리 같은 경우는 사실 잡는 거지 이제 뭐 사는 건 아니니까 사거나 내 것으로 만들려고 하는 것을 말하면 되겠습니다. 자, 그래서 하우스 헌팅을 하고 있었는데 최근에 이사할 집을 알아보고 있었는데 and I went out for brunch. 이건 또 다른 이야기인 거죠. went out. 외출했습니다. 나갔습니다. for brunch. 늦은 아침 식사를 하려고 나갔어요. with a friend a couple weeks ago. 한두 주 전에 몇 주 전에 친구랑 브런치 먹으러 나갔어요. 그 두 개가 동시에 일어나는 일이었어요.
And then what happened at the brunch? Let's find out.
And then I was actually scheduled to go see an apartment. So I invited her to come along with me.
And then I was actually scheduled to go see an apartment, so I invited her to come along with me.
그러다가 and then 친구랑 아침 식사를 늦게 브런치를 하다가 I was actually scheduled to go see an apartment 한 상황이라는 걸 알게 된 거예요. 아, 근데 지금 만난 김에 좀 이야기를 해보다가 아, 맞다. 나 아파트 보러 가야 되는데 여기에 나오는 표현이
Scheduled to go see. To be scheduled to.
be scheduled to 하면은 뒤에 나오는 것을 하기로 일정이 잡혀 있다. I am scheduled to meet with Megan to discuss something.
That's right. We are scheduled to meet later and discuss something.
Yeah, to go ice cream hunting.
Yes, ice cream hunting.
네.
That sounds fabulous.
아이스크림 그 필요한 맛을 찾으러 가는 거예요.
That's right.
그래서 가야 되는데 So I invited her 다음에 나오는 것이
To come along. Come along.
come 하면은 같이 가는 거예요. Come with me라고 해도 똑같은 의미인데 along 하면은 어떤 느낌이 있냐면 그 보통은 along이 그 선을 따라서 아니면
Yeah.
벽을 따라서 쭉 가는 느낌이잖아요.
So it's like there's already, a destination in mind that you're headed towards, and someone's coming along with you.
그렇죠.
Right?
따라오는 느낌을 붙이기 위해서 come along with me. 그래서 저랑 같이 가시죠 라는 말도 영어로 그냥 이렇게 말하죠. Come along with me.
Yeah, come along with me.
근데 come with me 해도 돼요.
Oh yeah, it's the same. Come with me or come along with me. You could ask, can I come along with you?
아하, 그렇죠.
Just like that.
네, 그래서 along이라는 거는 거기 이제 들어가도 되고 안 들어가도 되는데 쭉 따라가는 느낌이 있다는 것만 알아두시고요. 그래서 친구한테 만난 김에 같이 가자라고 했어요.
Okay, so what does she say about that next?
And it was really, really useful to have her there with me.
And it was really, really useful to have her there with me.
그런데 이제 예상한 건 아니었지만 and it was really, really useful.
Useful.
정말 도움이 됐대요.
Yes.
유용했다고 합니다. To have her there with me. 그 친구가 그곳에 저랑 함께 있어서 유용했습니다.
Okay, so she was able to use her friend. And in what way? Why was her friend useful? She tells her next.
Because she was able to mention some things that I hadn't really noticed about the apartment.
Because she was able to mention some things that I hadn't really noticed about the apartment.
왜 친구가 이제 도움이 됐냐면 왜 친구랑 같이 가서 useful 했냐면 because she was able 할 수 있었어요.
Yeah, she could.
To mention 어떤 것들을 언급할 수 있었는데 some things that I hadn't really noticed. 그러니까 친구가 말하는 시점보다 그 전에는 몰랐어요.
Oh yeah, she didn't know. She didn't notice, but her friend noticed. So her friend mentioned it to her,
그렇죠.
told her.
그런데 뭐에 대해서 그 전에 눈치채지 못했던 것들을 알게 됐냐면 about the apartment.
Yes.
Okay?
About.
Notice 그 다음에 어떤 목적어가 나오고 about가 나온 건데 앞에 목적어가 쭉 앞으로 빠져서 notice랑
Right.
about가 붙었어요. So noticed about the apartment. 친구가 어떤 거를 알아차렸는지 얘가 다음 문장에 나오네요.
Like she noticed that it was like kind of dark.
Like, she noticed that it was like, kind of dark.
보통 영어에서 like 또는 you know가 구어체에 들어가게 되면 그 like 또는 you know를 빼고 생각하는 것도 괜찮다라고 말을 하죠.
Yes, you can take them out if
네.
you want,
like, 그럴 때 그래서 거의 의미가 없는데 가끔씩 의미가 있을 때가 있어요.
Yeah.
여기에서처럼 like 사실 예를 들어라는 뜻으로 쓰인 겁니다. Like 뭐가 있냐면 like she noticed that it was like 두 번째는 의미가 없어요. 빼도 돼요. 네. Kind of dark 좀 어둡다는 것을 친구가 알아차렸습니다. 여기 좀 어두운데 라고 한 거죠.
Okay, so let's just keep going and see what she says next.
And I didn't really even think about that because all the lights were on in the rooms.
And I didn't really even think about that because all the lights were on in the room.
속도가 좀 빠르게 지나갔는데요. And I didn't really even think about that. 그러니까 I didn't think about that. 나는 그것에 대해서 생각하지 않았다. I didn't really think about that. 그것에 대해서 별로 생각하지 않았다.
Yeah.
I didn't really even think about that. 심지어 그것에 대해서 생각조차 못했대요.
Yeah.
왜냐하면 because all the lights were on. 모든 조명들이 불들이 켜져 있었거든요. 등이 다 켜져 있었어요. In the room. 방 안에. 근데 이제 all the lights were on 쉽고 in the room 쉬운 편인데 이걸 합쳤을 때 on in the room 이게 좀 헷갈릴 수가 있어요. All the lights were on in the room.
On in the room, especially because it was pretty fast.
Yeah, on하고 in 합쳐졌어요.
On in the room.
On in the room.
Perfect. So let's see what she says next.
So I thought, oh, this place is like really bright.
So I thought, oh, this place is really bright.
그래서 so all the lights were on in the room. So 이렇게 연결이 돼서 사실은 in the rooms였는지 in the room so였는지는
Right.
여러분이 판단해 주시고요. 둘 다 뭐 큰 의미 차이는 없습니다.
Right.
So I thought 제 생각에 저는 이렇게 생각했습니다. Oh, this place is really bright. 근데 여기도 마찬가지로 큰 의미 없는
Light.
light가 중간에 들어갔어요. 여기 정말 밝다라고 생각을 한 거예요. 불이 다 켜져 있으니까.
Yeah. So Carrie thought everything was bright, but her friend thought something different, right?
Yeah, and being or having a place that is like brightly lit is really important.
It is.
Usually because if it's all artificial lights, your laundry won't dry as quickly
right.
and you won't get enough sunlight. Right?
That's true. Sunlight is important.
Yeah, she's
And
talking
you,
about that.
You don't want to have to use lights during the day.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
want to use too much electricity.
Right.
네, 이렇게 이제 조명으로 그냥 밝게 하면 전기도 많이 써야 되니까요.
That's right.
그 이야기를 하고 있고 친구가 뭐라고 생각을 했죠?
But she was thinking, you know, if you turn the lights off, I don't think the place gets much natural light.
But she was thinking, you know, if you turn the lights off, I don't think the place gets much natural light.
물론 she was thinking이라고 말은 해줬지만 사실은 그 말해줬다라는 거에 더 가까운 것 같아요.
Yeah, in this case, even though Carrie said thinking, her friend was definitely saying. Otherwise, how would Carrie know?
그러니까요. 그냥 생각만 했다면 어떻게 알았겠어요? 그래서 you know, 게다가 you know까지 생각하면서 you know 좀 어색하고 말하는 느낌으로 받아들여 주시고 if you turn the lights off, 불을 다 끄면 I don't think the place gets much
Natural light. Natural light.
natural light. 자연광을 natural light 또는 natural lighting이라고 합니다. 그래서 불 끄고 나면 자연 채광이 잘 안 되는 것 같다라고 친구가 생각을 한 거예요. 캐리 씨가 놓쳤던 것을.
Right. Something that she couldn't notice, right? Okay, so let's see how she summarizes her clip then.
So I think, you know, when you're house hunting, it can be very useful to have a friend there with you.
So I think, you know, when you're house hunting, it can be very useful to have a friend there with you.
전부 다 나왔던 표현들을 가지고 또 재구성하고 있습니다. 그래서 제 생각에는 you know 의미 없고요. When you are house hunting, 이사갈 집을 구하고 있을 때는 it can be very useful. 다시 나옵니다. 유용합니다. 유용할 수 있습니다. To have a friend there with you. 친구랑 같이 가는 것이 도움이 될 수 있다고 생각합니다. 오케이.
Okay, so why is it a good idea to have a friend there with you? She gives us a better idea next.
To kind of just like bounce ideas off of and help you, you know, make the right decision.
To kind of just like bounce ideas off of and help you, you know, make the right decision.
네, 사실 여기 보면은 그 아이디어에 대한 의견을 구한다라고 할 때 재밌는 동사가 쓰이고 있는데요. 공을 튕기다라고 할 때 쓰는
Yeah, bounce. You bounce ideas off one another.
yes. 일단 bounce 자체는 튕기다예요. 그래서 bounce를 뒤에 이제 e를 빼고 y를 붙이게 되면요. It's
Bouncy.
bouncy.
It's bouncy.
Bouncy.
So balls are bouncy.
네, 공이 잘 튕겨지죠. 그리고 트램폴린 같은 거에 올라가 봤을 때 별로 바운시하지 않은 트램폴린이 있는가 하면 굉장히 바운시, 조금만 뛰어도 높이 올라갈 수 있는 그 막 올림픽 트램폴린 같은 게 있어요.
Oh, yeah.
그런 것들을 구분할 때 얼마나 바운시하냐, this is bouncier 이렇게도 말하는데 여기서 말하는 것은 그 튕기다라는 동사로 bounce an idea of someone.
Yeah. So it just means that you're both sharing ideas together. I say an idea and it kind of bounces. Hey, do you like it? No. He throws another idea.
맞아요.
It's just going back and forth.
그래서 마치 그 아이디어를 공이라고 생각해 보세요. 너무 딱딱하진 않은 걸로.
A bouncy ball.
네, 잘 튕기는 공을 이제 아이디어라고 상상을 해주시고 친구한테 너한테 던지면 어떤 모양이 되나 보자 하고 던지는 거예요. 네, 그래서 친구 머리에 맞고 나올 때 의견이 또 붙어서 나오겠죠. 그래서 아이디어를 튕겨본다는 거는 아이디어를 너한테 한번 내가 던져볼 테니까 뭐라고 말을 해봐. 아이디어에 대한 의견을 구한다. 재밌는 표현이에요. 특히 그 아이디어를 뒤에 많이 써요. bounce.
Yeah,
an
we don't
idea.
use many other things, but
Yeah.
bounce ideas is a phrase that we use very often.
그래서 친구한테 전화해서 이렇게 말해요. Hey, Megan,
Huh?
I have an idea that I want to bounce off of you.
Okay. What is
Yeah.
it?
We have to meet.
Oh, okay, let's meet and bounce ideas
Yeah, in
then.
private, secretly 이렇게 말할 수가 있습니다. 그래서 이제 and help you make the right decision. 옳은 결정을 내릴 수 있게 말이에요.
Okay, what kind of decisions?
Especially when you're going to move in somewhere.
especially when you're going to move in somewhere.
특히 어떤 곳으로 이사를 해야 할 때 그렇습니다. Move in somewhere. 물론 친구랑 지금 아파트를 보러 갔으니까 당연히 이사 갈 곳을 보는 거지만 또 다른 것 때문에 뭐 보러 갈 수도 있잖아요. 그럴 때도 필요한데 특히 이사 갈 때는 그렇대요. 왜냐하면 이제 마지막 부분입니다.
Because you may, want to spend a few years in a place.
Because you may, want to spend a few years in a place.
왜냐하면 in a place, 한 곳에 들어가면은 한 장소에서 몇 년을 보낼 수도 있기 때문이죠. 마음에 안 들면 몇 년 동안 참아야 되잖아요.
Of course, especially because they're contracts. So you need a friend to give you a second opinion to make sure you get the right place.
Yeah, you gotta be absolutely satisfied with your choice.
For sure. Okay, so that is the end of her clip. Let's review by taking a look at it one more time.
So recently I've been house hunting and I went out for brunch with a friend a couple weeks ago and then I was actually scheduled to go see an apartment. So I invited her to come along with me and it was really, really useful to have her there with me because she was able to mention some things that I hadn't really noticed about the apartment. Like she noticed that it was like, kind of dark. And I didn't really even think about that because all the lights were on in the rooms. So I thought, oh, this place is like really bright. But she was thinking, if you turn the lights off, I don't think the place gets much natural light. So I think, when you're house hunting, it can be very useful to have a friend there with you to kind of just like bounce ideas off of and help you, make the right decision, especially when you're going to move in somewhere because you may, want to spend a few years in a place.
1, 2, 3, hit it!